Hey students, good morning, and it's homecoming week, so we're excited actually about tomorrow's events. Thursday's a big day for us here at Southern during homecoming, and then of course we've got the game on Friday. But today I wanted to address a couple of things. One of those, first of all, is our cell phone policy. I know that we got a waiver, and all the waiver does is allow your teachers to allow you to use electronic devices in class for educational purposes. We did it last year, and actually the board policy says that we couldn't do that. So ourselves and seven other schools applied for a waiver. We got it. So that doesn't mean that now you can use your cell phone all over the school. That's not what that means. Our policy actually hasn't changed at all. Some teachers decide to use those for educational purposes, allow you to do that. That's okay in the classroom. One thing that I would mention though is that if your teacher allows you to use earbuds, use your cell phone for educational purposes, and maybe you're listening to music, when they begin to teach, those should be put away immediately. There should be some kind of signal when they're on that you are respectful and you put those away. There shouldn't be issues like that going on in class, or we can go back to the old way where if you have it out, it'll be confiscated. In the cafeteria, it's still not, you're not able to use it. In the hallways, should be put away. And our policy is that if someone sees it, they can ask for it. You would then give that to them and lose it for 24 hours. But enough about that. I really wanted to talk to you this morning about our celebration. You are receiving ice cream bars and time to just talk to your advisor. We wanted this time to just kind of take a break. There's no real lesson. You're either watching this or you're looking at data with your teacher. But I wanted to just congratulate you on a school. Our juniors and seniors did a great job last year on the accountability system and our points. And so I just wanted to share with you some of those celebrations. One is our ACT, which is part of college readiness. Whether you scored an 18, 19, or 20 for English, math, and reading, you seniors, last year as a junior, you know that you raised our ACT composite by a whole point. And actually over the last 2 years, the juniors have raised our ACT by 1.5 points. Southern now sits at 17.3. So that's a great job. The other piece that's huge news that came out is our growth. The state gave us a growth point of 1 point. We had to grow by 1 point. Doesn't sound like very much, but in the system there are 5 areas you have to grow to get that point, and it's really not that easy, and some schools didn't make that. So Southern last year had a 41.2. Our goal then, coming out of last year's testing, would be to improve and get our scores this year showing 42.2. For those of you good at math, that 1 point. But actually Southern, you guys, juniors and seniors, your scores ended up being 48.7. So we beat our AMO, the average measurable objective that state gave us, that 1 point gain that we needed. We beat it by 6.5, which is a 7.5 gain overall. That is tied for the 5th in the district of all high schools, not just priority schools, for the most improvement. We went from the 4th percentile, which is not very good, to the 20th, which is progressing. My goal for us this next year is that when we get our scores back, we'll be in the 50th percentile. So we still have to keep improving. We still have to keep working. All of our areas went up, and just so you know, those 5 areas that we have to work on and improve in, one is achievement, and that is based on how many of you are apprentice, a 0.5 point, proficient and distinguished, we get 1 point for each of those in our EOC areas, and then also writing on demand in 10th and 11th grade. And then of course we have the graduation rate, we have our growth. Those of you that took the plan and then you take the ACT, we get a growth score for that. We have GAP students, and most of us here at Southern are a GAP student. And then we have our college and career readiness. And one area I know that we can improve a bunch is our career readiness piece. We have 6 opportunities for students to become career ready at this school, And our teachers are focused on making sure we have kids in the right pathway, that we're taking the right tests, we get the right certifications, so we can ensure that you're career ready. Students, the next step is for you to take ownership in that, for you to know your scores on the scorecard for ACT, and to know your career readiness piece on following your pathway. So I hope you have a great celebration in your advisory class right now. We'll look forward to homecoming events that we have coming up, and then of course the game on Friday night. So over and out from headquarters, Mr. Hibbert is really proud of you. Thank you, staff and students, for all your work so that Southern High School can improve, because at Southern it's what we do.